Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, if you're not, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a Create-a-Sim challenge, or just sort of like a themed Create-a-Sim. I like to do these fairly often on my channel. So if you haven't seen the previous videos that I've done for this, I recently, a few weeks ago, made the different Kpop Demon Hunter characters. So I made the 3 girls from the Huntrix K-pop group. So I posted those videos. They're all on my channel. You can watch them. I'll have them linked in the description. So that was really fun. And I mentioned how in the 2 videos that I made for that series, I would eventually like to get around to making the Saja Boys. And so that is what we're doing today. I will say this took me quite a while to make because I made all 5 of them. I was gonna be lazy and just make Jinu for this video, but then I was like, no, I will persevere. Because I feel like if I just made Jinu, I was like, I don't know if it would be like long enough for a video on it itself. And I was like, okay, you know what? I will just make them all and I'll have it be really sped up a little bit more than usual. So hopefully it's not too fast, but also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but for this video, I downloaded an entirely pink cast background. So I usually use a pink UI mod, which I have in my game as well. But I also downloaded a pink cast background. I'll try to have them both linked in the description below. But as always, if I ever forget with stuff like that, you can always comment and I can include it. But actually, this is the same, I want to say this is like a recolor of my usual cast background, which is normally just like a plain white cast background that I usually like to do just kind of plain stuff. But for today's video, because the Saja Boys, their color is like very pink, that's why I picked it. I didn't just pick it randomly. So I thought everything could be like very in line with that sort of pink aesthetic that they have throughout the movie. Like the color pink is especially associated with the demons, which I think is so fun because it's like such a like fun color, which is something that I do like about the movie, where it's like, even though they're evil, they're still fun. We can have a fun time. But yeah, so we're starting off with Jinu. I feel like male sims, I don't tend to make a lot of male sims on my channel, so I feel like it's kind of fun to do that every now and again. Not that I like hate making male sims, I just don't have as much male CC, which honestly for this video, I did in fact invest in a little bit more custom content. And because a lot of the times when I do these videos, I'm just trying to figure it out along the way and just like hoping that I have custom content to match like a specific look for a sim. So like with the Huntrick girls that I made, so, you know, with Rumi, Zoe, and Mira, I literally was just like, I guess I'll see if I have the CC that works for their looks. So this video, I actually, I guess other than I did download hairs that were similar to their hairs in the game, which I did do for this video as well, because I did find a creator who made an entire set of CC that had each of the hairs from the movies, which that's another thing I could include in the description if you guys want to see it. But also, I'll most likely end up uploading these guys on my Patreon for you guys if you would like to see that. So, which, you know, if you are interested also in my other Kpop Demon Hunter Create-a-Sim videos, I have also uploaded them on the gallery, or not the gallery. Well, yes, but also mainly on my Patreon. So, and with their custom content and their tray files, all that fun jazz. Also, I did feel like this video would be pretty fitting considering that we are very soon going to be entering October, and I feel like Kpop Demon Hunters works very well for like a Halloween sort of vibe, obviously, because, you know, demons. And also, I will say one thing that I was going to do, and perhaps if I hadn't been so tired of making the Sims, I would have done, is I did want to give them actually a demon form, and I did actually download CC for that. I downloaded like demon marks and like their like outfits that they wear in the movie. They're like more traditional Korean attire, but I can't even say I forgot about it. I just didn't want to, because after making all 5 of them, I was like, I'm done. So yeah. So forgive me, but maybe that's something that I could, if I wanted to like go back and edit them, which I might eventually get around to doing that. I might do that for like, even just to like give them all their different outfits, for example, you know, because I only gave them an everyday look. I didn't do anything more than that. That's all I could be bothered to do, to be honest. If I ever wanted to go back, I could give them a demon look as well, because I feel like that would be fun. But yeah, I did find some like cool skin details that mimic the like purple marks that they have, which I wish I had found when I made Rumi. That would have been cool. But yeah, the next one we're making though is Abby. Oh, speaking of which, if you guys have a favorite guy from the Saja Boys, let me know. I feel like for me, going into it, I didn't really have any sort of preference. But definitely I would probably just say Gino, because I feel like, I mean, obviously he's the only one that we really learn anything about. So like the other guys, I'm just like, you know, I like the main girls, I like the Hunter girls, but there's just not enough for me to attach to the guys, which is, that's the point. I feel like they're just like, they're meant to be kind of just like generic pop boys. But I did love their like names, like Abby for the ab guy. I was like, that's ridiculous. But I did like it. I was like, that's really goofy. But yeah, I feel like that's what's fun about this movie, is it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's quite goofy, and I think that's a fun time. I do think, actually, forgive me, but I do think I did use Jinu's like sim as I like downloaded him and re-added him, and I used him as a base for Abby, because I was like, simply, I don't want to be in Create a Sim for 5 million years. So I did use him as a base. I tried to make them all look like unique from each other, so they're not like carbon copies. Hopefully I did an okay job at that. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you think. Yeah, I even tried to like mimic, because like, for example, I do have like the height slider mod. I always forget to use the height slider mod, to be honest, even though I always have it and I like having that mod. But I do forget a lot of the times I can like change my Sims heights. But yeah, anyway, but I did notice that like in the posters where it shows all of the guys together, there's like Gino and Abby are specifically, I think, shown to be the tallest. And then like the baby guy, he's obviously going to be the shortest. So like there is a slight bit of height variation, it looks like, which is another thing that I like with like the character designs, how it's like there's, I don't know, I think that's fun. So I did try to include that a little bit. I will say I didn't make their heights drastically different, just because it didn't seem like it was that extreme in the movie. And two, if you change their heights too much in Cas, it can make it weird trying to like edit them, you know, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, I did end up making Gino and Abby the tallest of the bunch, because it seems like they are the tallest as shown, at least from what I could discern. So I did try to find like some custom content that sort of matched the vibes of like for the outfits and stuff like that. Cause like Abby had like a floral type shirt. I think actually I did end up finding something that was actually quite similar. So like a floral green top. And I was pretty happy about that. It's not exactly the same because that shirt was slightly open, but I was like, listen, maybe he's covering up. Maybe he's being more modest today. It's fine. I did make him more muscular than the other guys, though. I intentionally gave him a more muscular type build, so that's what really matters. And I'm hoping, because I am going to be starting classes up again soon, so I'm not sure what my posting schedule is going to look like, because I'll have quite a bit of like schoolwork to do and stuff like that. But I'm hoping that I'll still be able to post. I'm going to try to aim for like once a week, if not every other week. So hopefully if I can at least just do that much, I feel like that would be nice. So I am working on another CC Finds video, so that's next up. I made a cute little thumbnail. I love making thumbnails, it's very fun. And I would like to do maybe some more like Halloween related videos, especially Create a Sim videos. I was thinking of doing like a Wednesday themed Create a Sim videos like from the TV show, but I actually haven't watched season 2 of Wednesday. I tried to get back into season 1 and then I just like stopped watching. So, I mean, I guess I could make her in The Sims even not having seen season 2 yet, but I don't know. But I was thinking it could be fun to do something kind of Halloween related, because pretty soon we'll be in October. You'll have to let me know if you guys have any preferences. The next sort of Create a Sim video I'm going to be doing, or like custom content video I'm going to be doing, is going to be more, I wanted to include some Halloween CC, not fully Halloween inspired Create a Sim looks, but a little bit of that. And now we're actually moving on to mystery. Actually, you know what? It's funny because originally I started off trying to like make their like working really hard on their features. And then I was like, wait, it doesn't even matter. You're not even gonna see this guy's face. And considering I'm like, it just doesn't, all that I need to have look similar is just the bottom half of his face. I'm like, okay, You know what? I actually am going to cut out the part where we even see really making his face because it's a mystery to everybody, including the audience. You know, no one gets to know what he looks like. So, but yeah, also I have been quite obsessed lately with these like face shadows that I've been using. I use them on basically all of the guys, I'm pretty sure. But like for like mystery, I used like a neck face shadow. It looks so nice. It adds a very like nice detail. So I really enjoy it. And I would really like to include more details like that. But yeah, this is where I was trying to give him some like cute jewelry because he definitely had like earrings. He had like little like triangle earrings. I couldn't find anything that was like quite right. But you know, I got little chains or whatever, and I thought that was cute. I actually really like in the like image that I inspired their outfits by, actually, I like that there's a lot of like overlapping colors in their looks. So like a lot of them have either yellow or pink. I think Gino's one of the only ones where he doesn't have any sort of yellow in his look, but a lot of them have like those like similar colors in their design, and I think it ends up looking really nice overall. Like especially in The Sims, once you can see like how it looks they look quite cohesive together. But yeah, I ended up trying to find something kind of similar to what Mystery wore, where it's like a yellow underneath his top and then a purple sweater vest. I couldn't get anything very similar, to be honest. I tried looking for something similar, but alas, it is what it is. Now we're on to romance. Honestly, he's probably my least favorite. I don't know. I don't like his hairstyle, to be honest. I think that's probably a big part of it. And I don't like him being like this romantic, like really flirty guy. I don't like that. I think I said in my Casanova, wait, Casanova? What is his name? He's one of the townies. What is his name? I don't remember, but he's the, like, with the Caliente sisters. Don Lothario. I said Casanova. Casanova. I don't know where I got that from. But yeah, no, Don Lothario or whatever, where it's like, I don't appreciate overly flirtatious men. It's just, it's never gonna be my favorite type of character. So that's kind of how I feel with romance. I mean, I don't even know if he's really depicted as being overly flirty, but he's called romance, so one would assume. I don't really care for his hair. I don't really care for his personality that we're not shown much of. So yeah, probably my least favorite of the bunch. And I do like that he has like, I will say I do like that they have like different eye colors though. That's something that I only noticed when I started making them in Creatism, because I didn't realize that both Romance and the baby guy, I feel so weird saying baby because it's like, that's his name, but it just feels weird saying that. But the baby whatever, that they both have different colored eyes, because the rest of them, I'm pretty sure, I want to say all of them have, I mean, we can't see Mystery's face, so we don't know, but I'm pretty sure Abby and Ginu both have brown eyes, but Romance, he has pink eyes, not to be confused with Pink Eye. And then Baby, the youngest member, he has blue eyes. You know, actually, I was saying that I hate Romance's hair, but actually I don't hate it. I think I'm just biased against flirty characters, specifically male flirty characters. I don't trust it. I don't like it. So that's my bias there. But he looks fine. He looks fine. I will say I did pick this yellow top because I thought it was similar to what he was wearing. I don't really like that color of, I'm not sure how I feel about the yellow, the mustard yellow with the bright pink hair. It is a choice. I will give him that. It is certainly a standout look, but I can't say it's a standout look that I like. And anyway, now we are on to the youngest member, Baby. I don't know. You'll have to let me know what you guys think of his look. I was probably the least satisfied with how he turned out. Because to be honest, I feel like this is kind of how I get with like if I'm doing a really long creative sim video where I'm making a lot of people, by the time I'm on the final sim, I'm just like, let it be over. Let it be done. And to be fair, this is a guy who literally only says goo goo gaga. So do I really need to worry that much about investing time in his look? Maybe not. I think it's fine. But I do like that he ends up having, I would say, I feel like a pretty different look from the others because he has like quite a smaller face, Does that like final look, is it good? Who's to say? But I do like that he does have like a more, I feel like, unique appearance, I guess, compared to the others. And I tried to give him like softer features as well. Yeah, so I definitely tried to balance having them look kind of similar, but not hopefully, I don't want them all to look the same because I feel like that would be boring. Anyway, that's sort of the gist of the makeovers. I hope you enjoyed watching today's criticism video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, definitely let me know. I definitely enjoy doing a fun criticism moment. And I'll have some little before and after of all the final sims. Like I said, you'll be able to find them on my Patreon probably like a few days after I upload. If I forget, you can always just remind me. But yeah, and if you want to check out any of the other sort of Create a Sim videos that I've done in this series, I'll have a link to all of those. So yeah, those will all be listed and you can find them there. But thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.